Good morning, dear children. So, students, today we are going to start our next chapter, Heat. Chapter number 4, Heat. In this chapter, you will study about hot and cold things. You will identify hot and cold things. Then you will learn how to measure the temperature of an object using a clinical thermometer. Then we will understand how to use the clinical thermometer and what precautions should be taken while using a clinical thermometer. So in today's video we will do these two topics. So students, in chapter 3, that is fiber to fabric, you learned that woolen clothes are made from animal fibers. You also know that cotton clothes are made from plant fibers. In class 6 you already have studied about this. And what type of clothes you wear during winters? Woolen clothes. And what type of clothes do you wear nowadays in summers? Yes, you prefer to wear light colored cotton clothes when it is very hot outside. So these give us a feeling of coolness. You might have wondered why particular type of clothes are suitable for a particular season. In winter you feel cold inside the house. If you come out in the sun you feel warm. And in summer you feel hot even inside the house. How do we know whether an object is hot or cold? And how do we find out how hot or cold an object is? So in this chapter we shall try to seek answers to some of these questions. So first of all we will study about the things which are hot and which are cold. We can understand if an object is hot or cold by the sense of touch. However, it can trick us sometimes. Therefore, we use a thermometer. In our day-to-day life, we come across a number of objects. Some of them are hot and some of them are cold. For example, tea. Tea is hot or cold? Yes, it is hot, and ice is cold. So there is one activity for you in your textbook. Table number 4.1 is given. What you have to do, mark the objects given in the table as hot or cold. This is the table given in your textbook. Table number 4.1, hot and cold objects. What you have to do, this is a list of objects. You have to mark objects as hot or cold. You can also write warm. Okay. You can also add some more objects in this list, and you can make this list in your notebook. Okay. So the temperature of an object can be measured with the help of a thermometer. And what is the temperature? What is temperature? It is the degree of hotness or coldness of an object. So children, in our day-to-day life we see that some objects are cold while some are hot. You also know that some objects are hotter than others while some are colder than others. So how do we decide which object is hotter than the other? We often do it by touching the objects, but is our sense of touch reliable? No, it is not reliable, and this can be proved by this experiment. See activity number 4.1 in your textbook 4.1. What you have to do, you can perform this activity at your home. This is a simple activity, but do this activity under the supervision of your parents. What you have to do, take 3 large mugs and label them as A, B and C, and put cold water in mug A, hot water in mug B, and mix some cold and hot water in mug C. Now dip your left hand in mug A and the right hand in mug B, and after keeping the hands in the 2 mugs, that is A and B, for 2 to 3 minutes, put both the hands simultaneously in mug C. दोनों एक साथ आपने मग C में डाल देना. मग C में कैसा पानी है? Mixed water है, hot and cold water है ना. Do the hands get the same feeling? You have to tell me after performing this activity, what type of feeling did you get after performing this activity? Okay, so perform this activity today at your home, and tomorrow there will be a class on Google Meet. Tomorrow or maybe on other day, once a timetable is finalized, there will be classes on Google Meet, and then you can tell me what type of feeling was that. You have to put your left hand in A and right hand in tub B. In A there is hot water and there is cold water in B. Then you have to put your both hands in third tub, that is tub C, which is containing which type of water? Mixed water, cold and hot water. So children, after performing this activity, you will experience the same feeling as experienced by Bujo. Bujo did the same activity and he says, my left hand tells me that the water in mug C is hot and the right hand tells me that the same water is cold. What should I conclude? So students, what should you conclude? Yes, Bujo's confusion shows that we cannot always rely on our sense of touch to decide whether an object is hot or cold. Sometimes it may deceive us. Then how do we find out how hot an object really is? So a reliable measure of the hotness of an object is its temperature. So temperature is measured by a device called thermometer. This is thermometer. It is a device that can be used to find out how hot an object is. In other words, we use a thermometer to measure the temperature of an object. So now we will learn how to measure temperature with the help of a thermometer. See students, this is a clinical thermometer. You can also see the picture of clinical thermometer in your book under heading measuring temperature. So thermometer, have you seen a thermometer? Recall that when you or someone else in your family had fever, the temperature was measured by a thermometer. So the thermometer that measures our body temperature is called a clinical thermometer. It is a device that is used to measure the body temperature of a person. It is made up of a glass tube of uniform thickness, and the glass tube contains a bulb at one end which is filled with which matter? Yes, mercury. And the mercury level in the thermometer rises up in the thread-like portion of the thermometer, which therefore indicates the temperature of the बॉडी है ना. देखिए क्लिनिकल थर्मामीटर में कैसी ट्यूब होती है, ग्लास ट्यूब होती है, लॉन्ग नैरो यूनिफॉर्म ग्लास ट्यूब. आपने नैरो भी देखी होगी और इस तरह से फ्लैटेंड भी देखा होगा ना. एंड इट हैज़ अ बल्ब एट वन एंड एंड दिस बल्ब कंटेन्स mercury here. This contains mercury. This portion, it is mercury. And outside the bulb, a small shining thread of mercury can be seen. ये आपको dark line जो दिखाई दे रही है, this is actually thread of mercury. If you do not see the mercury thread, then you can rotate the thermometer a bit till you see it. You will also find a scale on the thermometer. Can you find a scale? Something is written है ना, 36, 38, 40, 42 something is written here ना. The scale we use is a Celsius scale. It is indicated by degree Celsius. Degree Celsius. A clinical thermometer reads temperature from 35 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius. देखिए, the level of the mercury can be measured by reading the scale, and the scale of thermometer records the temperature in degrees Celsius, generally 35 degrees Celsius to 42 2 degrees Celsius, which is the range of human body temperature. On an average, the temperature of the human body is around 37 degrees Celsius. So how to read thermometer, we will understand with the help of this video.
It is possible to identify whether the object is hot or cold with the help of temperature. How do we measure temperature? In hospitals, you might have seen doctors using a device for measuring temperature. What is it? It is a thermometer. The type of thermometer which is used to measure temperature of our body is called a clinical thermometer. Let's understand its structure. It is a long narrow tube with same thickness throughout the length. On one side of this tube, there is a bulb which contains mercury. For reading the temperature, there is a scale printed on thermometer. The normal temperature of human body is 37 degrees Celsius. However, it can vary between 35 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius. Therefore, the clinical thermometer has reading from 35 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius. Here, you must have understood that 35 and 42 are numbers and degrees Celsius is a unit of temperature. There is a very fine tube which originates from the bulb. It is called capillary tube. With rise in temperature, mercury expands in this tube. The capillary tube is bent near the bulb. It prevents mercury from flowing back into the bulb immediately. It gives more time to read the temperature. To get more correct reading, there are some divisions between two consecutive numbers. If there are 10 divisions, then each division signifies 1 by 10, that is equal to 0.1 degrees Celsius temperature. And if there are 5 divisions, then each division suggests 1 by 5, that is equal to 0.2 degrees Celsius temperature. How to use a thermometer? Before using thermometer, you should wash it with some antiseptic solution. Also, give some jerks to it so as to bring the mercury level falls below 35 degrees Celsius. Now, place the bulb of thermometer under your tongue. Keep it as it is for 1 minute and let the mercury expand in the tube. Now, take the thermometer out and find out the reading shown by the mercury. Just now you have identified your body temperature. Here is a sample value which is showing 37 degrees Celsius and 0.4 degrees Celsius, that is 37.4 degrees Celsius. For temperature measurement, there are units other than Celsius, such as Kelvin and Fahrenheit. Their scales also vary from that of Celsius scale. Always remember, never use a clinical thermometer for measuring the temperature of hot objects other than human body. It may break. Here we complete this topic. For more such videos.
So you learned that normal temperature of human body is 37 degrees Celsius. Note that the temperature is stated with its units, degree Celsius, such as देखिए Paheli measured her body temperature. She got worried as it was not exactly 37 degrees Celsius. So tell me, is the body temperature of every person 37 degrees Celsius? What do you think? The temperature of every person may not be 37 degrees Celsius. It could be slightly higher or slightly lower. Actually, what we call normal temperature is the average body temperature of a large number of healthy persons. So the clinical thermometer is designed to measure the temperature of human body only. So there is an activity which you have to do. Activity number 4.3. Measure the body temperature of some of your friends. Now you're not able to measure the temperature of your friends. What you can do, measure the body temperature of all family members of you and record your observation in this table. Make a table like this and record your observation. Measure temperature of each and every person of your family and record their temperature here. But with the clinical thermometer, you have to measure the temperature of human body only, because clinical thermometer is designed to measure the temperature of human body only. Do not get idea like Bujo. So Bujo got a naughty idea. He wanted to measure the temperature of hot milk using a clinical thermometer. But Paheli, thank God, Paheli stopped him from doing so. So do not use a clinical thermometer for measuring the temperature of any other object other than human body. And also avoid keeping the thermometer in the sun or near a flame. It may break. So from the animated video, you have learned how to use the clinical thermometer. Then you have studied while using a clinical thermometer what precautions should be taken. The thermometer should be washed before and after use, preferably with the antiseptic solution, and it should be handled with care. The bulb of the thermometer should not be touched while taking a reading. Hold the thermometer by its glass body, and it should be ensured that before use the mercury level is below 35 degrees Celsius. Next is laboratory thermometer. There is one more type of thermometer is found, laboratory thermometer. What is laboratory thermometer? We will study now.
Let us do a simple activity to know how to use a laboratory thermometer. Click each tab to know more. Take 2 beakers and place them on a table. Fill them with hot and cold water respectively. Now, take a laboratory thermometer. Observe the initial level of mercury in the thermometer and note down the readings. Place the thermometer in hot water. Observe the change in the mercury level and note down the readings. Now, take out the thermometer and dip it in cold water. Observe the change in the mercury level and note down the readings. We observe that mercury level rises in thermometer when kept in hot water. Similarly, in the case of cold water, we observe that mercury level comes down from its previous level. From this activity, we learn that reading of thermometer indicates the temperature at which the mercury reaches a constant level.
So students, you learned how do we measure the temperature of other objects with the help of laboratory thermometer. Such thermometer, laboratory thermometer, is known as laboratory thermometer. Why? Because they measure the temperature higher than body temperature. If you will see the laboratory thermometer, if you will look at it carefully, you will note the highest and the lowest temperature it can measure. The range of a laboratory thermometer is generally from a minus 10 degrees Celsius to 100 degrees Celsius, 110 degrees Celsius. Also, as you did in the case of clinical thermometer, if you want to find out how much a small division on this thermometer reads, you would need this information to read the thermometer correctly. So see this in. Now, what precaution should we take while using a laboratory thermometer? Handle the thermometer with care. Do not hold the thermometer by the bulb while taking a reading. The thermometer should be kept upright, not tilted, and the bulb should not touch the surface of the container. Now, one more type of thermometer nowadays is used very frequently, that is digital thermometer. This is not given in your book. जो न्यू बुक्स हैं मे बी उनमें दिया हो. So digital thermometer, they work on tiny dry cells, and it is a safer device because it does not contain mercury, which is a toxic substance. By chance अगर आपके मुंह में थर्मामीटर टूट जाता है तो mercury आपके मुंह में जा सकती है, which is a very toxic substance, and it is very difficult to dispose of if a thermometer breaks. So these days digital thermometers are available which do not use mercury. So this is all about for today. You have studied about digital thermometer, laboratory thermometer, then clinical thermometer, and what precautions should we take while using clinical thermometer and laboratory thermometer. So I am going to post some questions related to this topic. You have to solve those in your notebook, and we will meet on Google Meet very soon. Thank you.